Shehu Sani, a former Kaduna Central Senator, on Sunday said the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration has failed Nigerians woefully. Sani lamented that indices on ground point to the fact that Buhari and the ruling class may have failed because they underestimated the problems facing the country while at the same time making impossible promises. In a statement he posted on his Facebook page on Sunday, the former lawmaker also berated the immediate past administration of President Goodluck Jonathan. He said Nigerians won't easily forget that Jonathan's administration was a total disaster. Sani, however, observed that Buhari's administration compelled Nigerians to appreciate Jonathan's government better. According to Sani, the present leadership in the country has woefully failed. We have said this even when it was a taboo and more dangerous to say it. But the regime that it succeeded was also a disaster that must not easily be forgotten. However, it is actually this government that compels our citizens to appreciate the last government comparatively. It's either that the president and the ruling elite underestimated or oversimplified the depth of the problems of the country and made impossible promises in order to rise to power, or that the people expected too much from a new ruling elite with a limited capacity to govern or with a different agenda other than the one publicly advertised. One bitter truth we always prefer to ignore is that almost 8% of those who ruined the country in its first 15 years of democratic experience migrated with their old habits and new uniforms to the messianic side, and we unreservedly called it a change. So guys, what Shehu Sani has said, in my opinion, and with what I've been saying, is that Goodluck Jonathan's regime was bad, but this one is worse. But now bringing Goodluck Jonathan in this dispensation is irrelevant at all, because like what he said, whether the ruling class now, whether they underestimated the problem that was on ground, or the problems that were on ground, or they simplified it, or they just took it for granted, it's not even the issue. The issue still buttressed that they did not know what they are going into. They just came to deceive Nigerians. Because if really they had gone through all of those things, or maybe they didn't know much about all of those things, because most of them, you will see here that, oh, they have served in one capacity or the other. So you cannot tell me that they didn't know what is happening. They will tell you, oh, Buhari had ruled the country before in 83 and whatever. And at some point between that time and 2015, he has been working with one government or the other. So what are we going to say? That he does not have the experience? Because all of those things were put together to say yes. A majority of them who came together, they've worked in one places or the other. So if we are not making excuses for them, because I don't know whether he's making excuses for them, but for the way I'm seeing this whole thing, like he said, whether they underestimated the problem that were on ground, or they simplify it by promising too much, it shows that it is incompetence altogether. It is all about incompetence, or they just wanted the power, they want to be there. And they got there and they couldn't do anything. Even if they made mistake or they didn't know in depth of what was going on. But at least the first, second, third year, at least the third year, they would have been able to get themselves together, get best hands. Nobody knows it all. It's just that you need to know a little bit of all of these things. Every sector, you need to know bit by bit. From there, then you bring, if really you are interested in growing the economy or making things better, bring good hands, bring technocrats, bring people who know how to do it best. But with what we have seen, the president, the government, it is nepotistic government. It does not work, most especially the president has said it times without number. It does not work with people he does not know. No matter how good you are, in as much he has not had an encounter with you, he does not have a one-on-one relationship with you, he does not work with you. So he prefers to carry those who he thinks that they could be loyal to him, that he thinks he trusts, even at the expense of the country, even if they don't even have what it takes to be there. That is just exactly what has been happening. And with this issue of Kaba, so bringing Jonathan in this dispensation, in this matter, is not acceptable at all, in my opinion. Yes, we know the fact that things were bad. That was why they came to change the narratives. This is the 5th year. This is the 5th year. So why are we bringing in Jonathan here? There's no need to compare Jonathan or making excuses for them. Maybe they didn't know much of what was happening, but they've been holding one ministry or the other. Majority of them are, have had one ministry or the other. They've been in government for time immemorial. So what are we talking about? They will complain. Nigerians will still complain about these new people. We had the likes of Ģ0VT, Shehu, Kislemohalu, this woman, Obieze. Many of them like that. Many of them like that. But what did the Nigerians say? What did they do? They say, no. We don't want these guys. These guys do not have structures. Oh, they should go and start from local government chairman, or to go and vie for councillorship. That is where they let them start. That they cannot just wake up one day, or somebody is an activist. That it's not about activism. They refer to Shehu that it's not all about activism. It does not work that way. That they should go and start from the grassroots. That you cannot just wake up one day and say you want to become the president. Like those now, the ones who have all the, what is it called? They have all the experiences in this whole world as far as government is concerned. What are they doing? Nothing. If it were to be those ones down that they are mounting or they are manning the affairs of this country, you would have said, oh, maybe they didn't have the experience. But these ones, they have experience right from a nice pokporokpo. They have that experience. So what are we talking about? What kind of excuse are we making for them? First, second, third year, they didn't know what was happening. Up till now, they don't even know what is going on. The vice president cried, shouted, ease of doing business, diversification, this and this and this and that. They will talk of SMEs. They will talk of this and this and that. All of them bring together now. Nothing. There's nothing that we can even pinpoint. Now they are talking about economic sustainability. Now they are talking about electricity. Those are the things he's working on. How many years remaining for them to go? For 5 years, they could not achieve all of those things. Is this 3 years? We don't even see them. See the way what we are even experiencing. Something that is shaking the whole world. We cannot see the vice president and the president to even talk to us on a daily basis. They will tell you, no, it does not work that way. That is not their style. They are busy doing other things. They've assigned all their jobs to some people, some other people. So bringing Jonathan into this matter is not acceptable. To me, it's not acceptable. I'm always saying it. The administration will know. Yes, and that was why we brought in these people. If you know that you can't do it, employ good hands. Employ good hands so that it will move the country forward. But no, Kabas, they've taken over. The president does not even know what is happening. Because if he knows what is happening, we'll be seeing him everywhere. His presence will be felt everywhere. But what do we see? Nothing. And some people tell you, say, oh, that is the way it ought to go. You will sit down in the office. They will tell you that is how it ought to go. We don't hear anything until they will just go and conjure or whatever the language is. They will just go and do a recorded whatever. They will give it to you. It is a live broadcast. Now they are confessing that it's not live broadcast. J0VT is saying sorry that it has always been pre-recorded stuff. Not live. People were judging. People were saying it that time. No. This is not live. Oh, their supporters came out. How can you say that it is not a live broadcast? But that being said, coming back to what Shehu Sani is saying, to me, it's neither here nor there. Go and check all of those ones now. You want to tell me Tinubu does not have experience? You want to tell me even Osinbajo that worked in Lagos did not have experience? Fashola do not have experience. Amishi do not have experience. Even the president himself does not have experience. Is that what they are telling us? That they've never been in government. They don't know how government works. So to tell us now that they don't know or they didn't know the depth of the problem that during Goodluck Jonathan's time before they came in. No. They just wanted the power. They can't do anything. They just want to be there. Oh, don't you know I'm the former president of this. I was this, I was that. That is just the title. Finish. The work, they are not ready to do anything. That's just my own opinion. So guys, let's hear what people are saying here. Someone says, Oga, stop contradicting yourself. The crux of the matter is that Goodluck Jonathan's regime is far better than the present regime that is full of disease. Under Jonathan, fuel was 75 naira, today is 25 naira. Under Jonathan, dollars 150 and today is 420. Under Jonathan, rice was 8,000 naira per bag and today is 25,000. During which government were you a senator and what was your inputs, sir? With due respect, never you bring the past into the present. Buhari is a scam. Buhari as a person has failed, of course, woefully. Senator Shehu Sani, I respect you and your opinion, but I totally disagree with you that Jonathan government was a disaster. That government may not be perfect, but it cannot be compared with the current government. Nigerians know the truth. And which is true, because if really things were bad there, they would have used it as an opportunity to be able to build on this in all their deficiency, all the lapses then. But what are we seeing? Nothing. Everybody just coming. Before you know, 2023, some people on the waiting list, they want to come in just to go and get the taste of the whole thing. At the end of the day, everybody will vamoose. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's have your take on this issue. The whole thing is just so tiring and so discouraging. But well, what are we going to do? Nothing. Leave your comment below and have your own take.